Hello, my name is Alex, and welcome to episode 6. And if this is the first time you've seen me, welcome to Journey Through Time, my business journey, challenges, and the learnings I've had along the way. So please do like and subscribe to see the journey so far. And if you are returning, welcome back. In episode 5, I was talking about how I found my voice, practicing voiceovers and the whole process of how that works and how it looks visually, because a person's voice is unique and your voice can add so much more to a recording. But having done all this and recorded some voiceovers for my books, I was still had this nagging thing at the back of my mind. How can I use this additional knowledge for marketing? So I was looking and I was on YouTube one day and I saw someone who was advertising a 3-day workshop about how you can sell what you know. And I found this very intriguing. And I just thought, well, it was a very low ticket item. I took part in it, and it really introduced me into, thinking about what you wanted to sell, what your skills uh, are, both professionally, an interest in your spare time, how, what skills you feel you'd like to enhance. So it was an introduction, and I basically decided to, at the end of this 3-day course, I decided to join this program because the thing that it offered the most was a pathway for marketing. And I always felt that uh, whilst I was, have increasing knowledge uh, about the book world and the various parts of it, the thing that I wanted to know more was the marketing side. And it was certainly a very um, intense process because it's all about uh, momentum and doing something every week and every day. And part of it uh, was recording a regular video diary. Now, at the time, I had done videos and voiceovers, but I hadn't done them on a regular basis. So doing something daily, even if I didn't have anything spectacular to talk about on the day, was an incredibly useful thing. And it wasn't really until I got into it that I realized what the real value of it was. Because I think if you're not used to being on camera or speaking a lot, the thing that the place, I should say, that you always begin at is a place of self-consciousness in a way, because I don't know, you have imaginings of all these hundreds of people that may or may not be looking at the content that you're uh, producing, and therefore you kind of are focusing on what you think you look like. Whereas anybody that does look at your content looks at it in an entirely different way. You almost have to uh, get yourself in the shoes and sit on the same imaginary seat that an audience are to realize that we all look at other people in our own way. We actually the process of practicing on being camera is essentially learning through practice and repetition, just being comfortable being there and looking at a camera. I think one of the best pieces of advice I received in the early days is just to imagine that you're sat opposite a friend, someone you know well. You're in a coffee shop and you're just having a conversation. Um, and that's really how you should look at online video and voice recording. So as part of this, it's also a kind of an accountability, because the other people I was getting to meet as part of this program were all at various stages along this particular path. And you could see the people that were improving, and through looking at what they did and what I was doing, you just got pointers as to how people performed on camera. So essentially, my learning one here was it's about putting this knowledge into practice. But also, it's important when you're developing, turning an idea into a business, or further developing a business, is that you need to realize that, your business is your responsibility. You can be in one program or 100 programs, but you have to realize and take responsibility that it's you that's going to take the actions. They can't do it on your behalf. So, as I hope I've been alluding to, regular video recording matters. And it's basically just becoming more comfortable with your voice and how you come across, whether you think consciously or unconsciously about it. Accountability, actually, the more you take part in groups with other people and you're doing similar activity, there's a kind of camaraderie about it, and the promises and the activities you do as part of that is a kind of accountability. It pushes you on the days that you don't feel like doing it. So in terms of the questions it answered for me, it was really developing my skills and adding the necessary layers of skin, plus, my own version of confidence, I suppose. So, because when you do something regular enough, you stop thinking about the presentation and more about the content. So the thing that also impressed me beyond these initial stages was that I was getting to meet lots of experts in specific parts of the marketing process. So the answer and the question, if you like, was what specifically, can experts add to your knowledge and your confidence? Well, that's the subject of the next video. See you then.